She held the tray with trembling fingers, her eyes catching a glimpse of table 7. Her breath caught. There he was, Liam. Her ex laughing, relaxed, with his arm draped across the shoulder of the woman beside him. His new girlfriend, glossy-haired and radiant, looking like she belonged in one of those lifestyle magazines, not this small-town diner tucked away in a corner of Vancouver. Cassie blinked hard, forcing her smile back on. "You're just a waitress," she muttered to herself. "Serve the food. Walk away." It had been a year since Liam walked out. No explanation, no goodbye, just a text and silence. She'd rebuild herself piece by piece, learning how to be a single mom, balancing 2 jobs, sleepless nights, and daycare bills. This job wasn't glamorous, but it kept the lights on. And now, the past sat just a few feet away, tipping salt into his fries like he used to do in their old kitchen. Cassie approached table 7 with practiced grace, placing down the plates. "Here you go, bacon cheeseburger, fries, and a garden salad with dressing on the side." Liam looked up. His eyes widened a little, and for a second, guilt flashed across his face. "Cassie? Well, I didn't know you worked here." She kept her voice steady. "People change. Tables turn." The woman beside him gave a half-smile, oblivious or maybe pretending to be. Liam said nothing more, and Cassie didn't linger. She turned away, her heart pounding. But her hands didn't tremble now, anger held them steady. Back in the kitchen, she leaned against the counter, willing herself not to cry. But emotion swirled, humiliation, bitterness, exhaustion. Her daughter's face floated into her mind. Little Ellie, just 4 years old, waiting at home with her babysitter, always asking why Daddy doesn't come anymore. She deserved more. Cassie did too. "Order up, Cassie," the cook shouted, snapping her back. She grabbed the next tray, table 4. She approached the booth, eyes fixed on her notepad. "Good evening. What can I get you?" And then she met his eyes. He was alone. A man maybe mid-30s, with kind, deep-set eyes and a gentle smile. A quiet strength about him. He looked a little tired, like someone who knew what it meant to struggle, but also someone who hadn't let life break him. "I'll just have coffee and the chicken soup," he said with a warm tone. "Long day." Cassie nodded. "Coming right up." Throughout the night, she found herself glancing at him. Something about him was calming. He wasn't loud. He didn't check his phone endlessly. He just sipped his coffee slowly, like he had nowhere else to be. When she brought his bill near closing time, she noticed a folded napkin beneath the coffee cup. "For you," he said, standing and slipping on his jacket. "You deserve more than what you got today." Confused, she waited until he walked out the door before unfolding the napkin. It was a simple drawing, rough but sweet. A heart, drawn with the diner's pen. Inside it, he'd written, "You're more than someone's past. You're someone's whole future." Table 4. Cassie stared at the words, tears burning her eyes. The cook noticed her standing still. "Everything all right?" She nodded slowly, a soft, stunned smile growing on her face. "Yeah. Actually, yeah." The next morning, she packed Ellie's lunch with a lighter heart. That napkin stayed tucked in her wallet. Days went by, then weeks, and she saw him again, table 4. His name was Daniel. A single dad, too. His son was 7, and they shared similar battle stories, custody, lonely holidays, tired mornings. They started talking, then sharing lunches, then park visits with the kids. Cassie didn't plan on falling again. But love has a way of returning when you're not searching, when you've healed just enough to receive it. Years later, when people asked how they met, she always said, "Over a cup of coffee and a heart drawn on a napkin." And deep down, she knew that heartbreak led her to the table that mattered most, the one where she was seen, valued, and loved. Because sometimes, life waits until you've been broken to send you someone who sees every crack and still wants to stay.